Oh. Hello. Everybody, Saver Crypto here. Just want to say hello to Maff because he sounds very loud. Hello, Maff.
Hello. Am I still loud?
Well, there's quite a lot of background noise actually. Sounds like I can hear a fan or something.
Yeah, I think it's because I plugged in the new thing, the audio interface thing, and I haven't actually set it up properly. So what I might do is I might just unplug it and just plug in the USB directly. So if you give me about 60 seconds, then I'll be back.
All right, see you in 60 seconds then.
Okay.
Okay, brilliant. Right, so Scotty's here and Nick. Hello, guys. Brilliant to see you. Now, I wasn't actually expecting Maff to be here. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove the Twitch stream. Can I do this live while it's all happening? Hang on, remove Twitch from this stream. Right, so for anyone watching on Twitch, goodbye. There's never anyone there. And I'm going to add Maff's Twitter, and then give it a slightly different title to this one. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Really. Well, not talking to myself, but talking, whatever they call it. Okay, actually, I'm going to give it the same title. No, actually, just lose a bit of it. There you go. Because what I was going to do was talk about quite a few things, really, actually. Right, let me just do this. That's happening now. Okay, right, good. Right, so we're now live on YouTube, obviously, because that's where we are. Maff's X account and also my X account. Okay, brilliant. So welcome everybody. Yeah, quite an exciting day today, I think. I was going to talk about things generally, but I did notice that Bitcoin's having a little bit of a pumpage as we speak. Sorry, let me get back to the comments. God, I'm all over the place today. Sorry about that. Oh, Kaz is here. Excellent. Right. Right. Kaz saying, hi, I'm getting the impression you do terrible karaoke singing, Scotty, but I at least recognize the lyrics normally. Yeah, so do I, actually. Wham Bam Shamalam. Oh, what was that? That could be anything. I don't know. Sounds a bit shawaddy waddy, but it's not, is it? It's it's something else anyway. But yeah. Anyway, wham bam. Anyway, Scotty says, "I have the voice of an angel." I believe it. Actually, I've got to do a bit of singing on Friday because I'm playing with my old band actually. So I've been sort of singing to myself a little bit, and yeah, a bit rusty actually. I think it was that cold I had over Christmas. Hello again, Maff.
Hello. Hopefully that's a bit better.
Yeah. Don't know what you were doing there actually. Probably need to fiddle with your settings really.
Yeah, I think so. It's, well, I read that it's a plug and play device, so I plugged it and started playing. Yeah, I'll need to go and sort it out a bit and figure out just what the hell is going on with it. It's obviously a bit more than plug and play. It's plug and faff around with it for probably 10 minutes. Yeah.
I mean, oddly enough, when I started doing the actually no, it wasn't even the live streams. When I used to just talk to my MacBook, the actual audio wasn't bad. In fact, if I do the odd video when I'm not near my setup, I still do it like that, and no one says, "Ooh, that's terrible audio" or anything like that. But when I did move over to my proper mic and my analog to digital interface, which is the same one as yours, a Focusrite Scarlett 212, I think.
2i2. Yeah.
When I did move over to that one, it was actually Lee from our Discord who actually said, "There's a bit of hum there, mate," and I was like, "Oh God!" And it was right actually. It was down to actually a crappy XLR lead going from a mic to the interface. So maybe you've been skimping again.
Mine's a Roland. I specifically bought a Roland.
Oh, okay.
Because I kind of thought that they're not going to be a bad lead. Mind you, it goes directly past a speaker, so I think maybe that's interference on it or something. I'll figure it out.
It's not mains hum type thing. What I had, I'd like that 50 hertz mains hum interfering with mine.
Yeah.
Yours is just more sort of like, I don't know. It's more like fan noise or something. It's quite weird actually. But you might have to have a play with it anyway. Anyway, what I was going to say. Well, by the way, welcome everyone and everyone. You, Matt. Well, I thought it was going to be my own today, and that was going to be a bit of a shame because, well, A, there's quite a lot happening today, and B, I'm a little bit pushed for time. Actually, I'm going to have to shoot off at about 1 o'clock because I'm going to see my luthier friend who is going to have a look at my bass guitar because. I think it's suffered a little bit. I haven't played it for about 2 years, and last time I played it, I hadn't long moved from the Alps, and I think what's happened is the neck has sort of has moved slightly, so it's not looking quite right. It's playable, but it's anyway. So I'm going to see my friend Adrian, who is actually he's a biochemist, but he's a really good fiddler with like. He just likes guitars. He didn't even play guitar. He just likes them. And he's got like millions of them. But he's really, really good at setting them up.
So he can play the basics, I assume.
Yeah. He can pick up.
He can play like Hickory Dickory Dock, that kind of thing.
Possibly. I've never asked him.
Whatever the hello world.
I will ask him this afternoon. And but yeah, I mean, but he kind of set this Fender Strat of mine up a few weeks ago that had really suffered with moving from the Alps. It was unplayable, and it's absolutely beautiful now. So I'm kind of hoping he can do his magic on my bass guitar as well. So we'll see. And he better do because I've got a gig on Friday. So
are you tempted to bring him along? Just
no. It's a long way.
Invoke him if needed.
No, it's a long way away because I live in the southwest of. England, and that's up in Hertfordshire, so it's a long way away.
Yeah,
but I'm sure he'd come along if he was in the area. But there you go. Anyway,
he'd probably quite like that, just being the travelling roadie.
Yeah. Well, I can always ask. Yeah. I haven't really got anywhere to stay myself. Actually, I think I'm staying in my mate's camper van at worst. Actually, so so I'm not really sure what's going on really. Anyway, right. Things I think we should discuss is the Bitcoin price. This is unless you have a different agenda, actually. Bitcoin
no.
price, lots of earnings coming out today with TradFi stuff.
Yeah.
And I've also got an interesting document about the attitude of UK banks with crypto, which is quite interesting. Which kind of affects my interest in the XTP and Zoidpay and all them other sort of things that seem like they're dead. but that could wait for another day, actually. But I think what we should do is have a quick whip through the comments, although I think I might have done it already, and then get on with it, if that's all right with you.
Of course.
Oh, by the way, I did have it streaming to Twitch earlier on, but when you turned up, because I wasn't expecting you, I ditched that and sent it to your X account. Sure. So,
excellent. Okay, yeah, sounds good.
So we're doing that again.
Is anyone actually on Twitch? Is anyone?
No.
Well, they're not now, obviously, but
no, it's just I'm a little bit worried about breaching terms of thingies, but I kind of figure that with X, if you're actually on the live stream, then you've got every right to be broadcasting to your X stream, as so have I, but if you weren't there, I'm not sure if that would be sort of like, oh, are they spamming it? I'm not sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, we should probably check, because I think sometimes when they just ban someone, they don't really give much of a chance to appeal it.
Yeah. And I'm kind of reluctant to ask Grok, because that's the same thing, isn't it?
It's true. Yeah, I think I'm breaking the law. Can you confirm that? Confirm that, officer?
That's it. Like flat line, blank screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. So do you say? So you've been through the comments? Is that?
Oh, I can't remember.
Is that right?
There was a bit about karaoke and stuff like that. Just general people. Oh, I think KB is here. Oh, hello there. I haven't seen you for a while. But that's about it, really. I think we should just get on with the doodah, I think.
Let's do it. Sure.
Here we go.
Well, okay then. It's interesting. I noticed that a few people joined while that was playing.
Right.
And so I imagine if it's the first time they joined, they might think, what live stream have actually just joined? Is it like the sort of musical theatrical channel or something? Next up is Godspell or something. Or Jesus Christ. But someone just left, I think, when I started doing that. Sorry,
probably
come back. We won't do any more singing. So,
anyway, I'll just say my obvious stuff and I'll let you do the clever stuff in a minute. But
right.
yeah, so earlier in the week we were talking about the CME gap from last weekend, and it was pretty huge, wasn't it? Sort of a huge, great big old CME gap, and it looked like we were going to close it. We didn't, and then last night we did. Boom, there you go. And I actually quite like how it sort of went up, sort of like came back a little bit, and then thought, yeah, okay, let's go for it. And so that's it. So that's the CME gap from last weekend. Don't have to worry about that anymore.
No,
there is.
It's sort of anticlimactic in the end, wasn't it? Just
it's
filled and then just kind of went sideways.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, sometimes I don't know. I kind of figure that I'm probably not alone in looking at that level, to close it. So not.
Yeah.
So there is going to be some sort of little reaction there, but I don't know. It's to me, it's kind of like it's just nice because you don't have to worry about it anymore. There is that little one still up here at 95.68k. So there is that to talk about as well.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Just whipping over to the what's this? The Bybit chart. Actually, I did notice. This is the 1 minute here, and this is the 1 hour here. I did notice because I set an alert actually, and you can do that with Quadzilla, which we'll talk about in a moment. Quadzilla is our indicator that we have developed here. I'll just turn it off and on, so that's without it, and that's with it. So it adds this momentum oscillator down here, and lots of really clever bits up here, including these EMAs. So this green one is a 55 EMA, the yellow one is a 21 EMA. And for me, these two crossing is always like a really, really strong signal. If the yellow goes above the green, it's very bullish. If the yellow goes below the green, it's normally quite bearish. Now, and you can set alerts with these in the indicator. So I noticed that last night I had a little nice sort of sort of a thing,
and then he woke up. Yeah.
and then I woke up. No, actually it was only 8 o'clock, but yeah, unfortunately it wasn't actually a sexy lady next to me. It was actually in fact a notification from TradingView. That's about as good as it gets these days.
Yeah,
but,
I was going to say next best thing, maybe possibly even better.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens at the weekend, though. But back to my old rock star things again, Anyway, actually, that never works out because you sort of you have nice girls come along to the gig, and then when you're packing up all your stuff, they just go home.
I think, oh bloody hell, yeah.
So yeah, not waiting for him to finish doing that, Anyway,
oh, I suppose when they realise that you're packing up, then you haven't got like staff. Talking about roadies, you haven't got roadies to come and do that for you.
Yeah, and it's only in a pub in a little village in a weird place in Hertfordshire, And anyway, yeah, it's not a stadium gig.
Hello, East. I don't know, puddle on the marsh, or whatever it
is. It's not quite that. Actually, if anyone wants to come, if they DM me, I might even tell you where it is. But there you go. It's near Watford. Anyway, I was going to say, actually, that isn't much of an invite near Watford, is it?
Yeah. Well, I'm tempted. Yeah.
Watford, yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah.
Anyway, to me, Watford doesn't sound like it should be in Hertfordshire. Because like you think of Hertfordshire being kind of like all kind of nice, sort of like
St Albans, I guess.
Yeah, and all that. In reality, it's like Watford, Hemel Hempstead, and other places that are like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Where's Luton? Is Luton Hertfordshire?
Bedfordshire, yeah.
Bedfordshire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a bit further around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Bedfordshire's the next. It's definitely down a rung from Hertfordshire in my mind. Although it does have an airport, but it's a rubbish airport. Anyway.
Oh God, yeah. Got diverted to Luton Airport one time, and I doubt I'll be returning there in a hurry. I think.
Oh God, I'll tell you what, I was coming back from where had I been? I've been in Germany a few years ago, and I was sitting next to a guy who was from the States, and we were flying to Luton, and he said, oh, I need to get a transfer when I get to the UK. And I said, oh right, so where's your next flight from? And he said Gatwick, and I was like, right.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is there is a train line. The bad news is it's quite a long way, and it's like I don't know. I think he told me how long he had for his transfer, and it was about an hour. And I was like,
not going to happen. Yeah,
that's about how long it takes, And he was stunned.
Yeah.
He said, but it's London Luton. I said, no, not really.
No,
it's like it's and like Gatwick isn't. Well, I suppose it's London, and it was Crawley, isn't it? But anyway,
it is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. True.
So, But the next thing we'll start guess the airport code. And then that's always a good. That's always a good
endless entertainment. Yeah,
that's always good.
Just very quickly, Scotty was just saying Pippin had a nice little breakout yesterday, so we can have a quick look at that in a bit as well. Yeah.
Anyway, that's about all I was going to say, really. I was just going to say that I was happy about these EMAs crossing, because they've not been like that for quite a while. Actually, they crossed bearish here on the 18th of January. That's 10 days ago. The last time they went bullish was about the 11th. You see, when they did, the price went up nicely. So I'm actually hoping for a little bit more of a pump. Not forever though, but just like a little one. I don't know if that fits in with anything you've got to say. But I'm actually. Hang on. I know. Yeah, I'm actually along on Solana and Bitcoin, which are both looking all right actually. So
okay. Oh, we could have a look at the charts on those in a sec as well. Then it's just see where entry levels are and all that good stuff.
Yeah, not sure if I can. I've got it on a different screen, so I'm not sure if does that appear. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So there's they're not big ones, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my BitGet account. That's not the one I was looking at. Yeah. Right, not that one. This one. Sorry, I've got to. Oh, look, VIP 7. If
that reminds you. I keep meaning to send you my my Bitunix user ID.
You can probably we'll do it anyway. But you can probably send it straight to that Alex guy actually, because he knows who you are, doesn't he? If I don't think Florin's here, but if you are Florin, I'll say well done, because he did actually sign up yesterday to Bitunix using savercrypto.org/Bitunix, and he did deposit $1,000, and he did trade, which means I have sent a request for him to be upgraded to VIP 7. It also means that he's within the window of the campaign, because the campaign ends on the 30th, which means he will get the $500 free bonus as well. So if you are watching, Florin, well done, and thanks for sending me the thingy. Anyway, this is all right. Like it's a Bitcoin one. It's only $95, but it's like 39%. That's all right, isn't it? And the Solana one, Solana one's only a little one. It's only half a Solana, but that's 15% up. So so they're all quite nice.
If you, I know, because when you trade, I mean, maybe it's just these are the ones that you're showing, but have you ever been tempted to trade with larger amounts at a time?
Yeah, I quite often do actually.
You do, yeah. So these are these are the public ones, in effect.
Yeah,
that you're showing.
Yeah. Well, that's something I want to talk about one day. Actually, is well, I said that the other day, didn't I? Sort of about the having an amount where you could actually sort of live on.
Because I mean, because obviously psychologically it really changes, doesn't it? As soon as you get to that, so it's like obviously here we're kind of talking about 30% profit, 50%, whatever. But as soon as it's like kind of significant amounts of money, I find anyway that your whole like attitude to it changes, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I don't know, because it's significant. Scary. Like with a stop loss, even with a tight stop loss, it's a significant amount of money. So
I'm slightly reluctant to show them sort of trades online a little bit. I might do, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, with those ones I do behave different. Like, to be honest, like as soon as I see like $1,000 profit, I'll probably just take it, and then and then I'll just leave that big sum alone until I see a really good opportunity. So with the bigger accounts, I don't trade that often. It's literally every like one a week or something. If I see a really good opportunity. But I
so it's kind of swing trade opens and scalp closes.
Yeah,
on those
kind
lines.
of. Yeah, yeah. The alternative is like, if I'm nicely in profit, then I'm quite happy just to sort of like leave a leave a stop loss in profit, and then sort of like forget about it for a few days. But every time I do that, the
Yeah,
price always comes down, and I always end up making like $100 rather than 5,000. So
yeah, yeah,
I'm trying to get basically what I need to do. I need to get more discipline with myself before I start showing people what I'm doing, because at the moment
yeah.
I think my habits are quite bad.
Well, yeah. Also, of course, like I mean, I know you know this, but also like partial profits is probably the
Yeah,
thing, isn't it? So at least you get some significant amount, and then
yeah.
yeah,
The problem then is like what you do is like, or what I do, I tend to take a partial profit, and then when I see a bit of a pullback, I put it back in, and then obviously that messes up your entry, and then it doesn't look so good. So if I was showing those sort of things online, people would be thinking that's not that good.
yeah,
Whereas,
yeah,
if you're seeing, if I was like long down from like 80 grand, it would look really impressive, wouldn't it? And everyone think, oh my God, how has he done that? And then, but in reality, I don't know. I probably
mm,
don't really do that. I sort of jump in and out a little bit.
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Um,
realistically, back in November, what I should have done really, I should have just, you know, got in really heavy with a sort of 5x leverage uh, long when we were at like 83k, and then sort of like, I don't know, what would I have done? I'd have obviously taken profit there, wouldn't I? And it would have been great. But in
yeah,
reality, I find it really hard to leave those things alone. I keep just messing with them. So
yeah, for sure. So
yeah,
KB was just saying, do you journal your trades?
no, I don't. I should do though. I know you're supposed
Yeah,
to.
I don't either. To be honest.
Um,
Well, I mean, you kind of you get a record of it in on the exchange anyway, don't you? Pretty much, so you can
well, you
kind of go
do,
back and
yeah,
see. Yeah.
yeah. It is part of the reason
Although
I
it's a bit
thought.
fiddly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the reason I thought I might do it on that second channel, actually, on the SWC trading one, is because if I'm making a video about it, that's even more than a journal, and it's like it's like I can always look back and think,
Yeah.
what? How did I cock that one up?
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah. There's definitely things I can do. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
Scotty was just saying, I'm just trading spot for a while. This market is like like a house you draw is constantly going up. Is that what you mean, or the other way round?
going up and down, up and down, like
Yeah.
in and out like a fiddle. No, yeah, up and down, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Something along those lines. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do you want to grab the screen and show me what you're up to, or
Sure. Yeah. Let's
okay?
do that. Oh yeah. Okay. I need to reshare because I jumped out, didn't I? So just give me a second. Share. It's happened. Okay. Oh, by the way. I've got to stop doing it like this. But this old thing that I just I just left lying around here. So today my VPN is back on Portugal. So we're seeing the prices at the moment in euros, which makes it look a bit more expensive than it really is, of course. But yeah, so Quadzilla, the absolutely trade. God, how did I turn that into the trade up leveling premium indicator on TradingView? You can get at the moment for the princely. That's wrong around. So, the pauperly monthly amount of €95, or if you're paying annually, then it works out as 70%, 70 euros a month, which is pretty shockingly cheap for what you actually get. And it's a bunch of stuff like that, including a lot of markets that you can test the indicator live, and kind of see that it's a lot of markets. It's got like a 90% plus consistency rate, really, where with the retracement patterns that they kind of play out as predicted, like above 90% of the time. So it just gives you an absolute trading edge for all of that. So that's that. So Bitcoin on the hourly here at the moment, just to go over that for a second. So, bunch of lines that I drew in last time, I guess Monday. So, okay, that's kind of interesting. So this drew in that kind of order. I was going to say order blocky sort of thing, but I should be more specific. It's an order block. So drew that in before, and kind of interesting how the price has interacted with that. It's kind of, maybe I drew it slightly inaccurately, because although that, yeah. So the price kind of went up earlier on today, just this morning, kind of nudged up into the order block, a bit rejected down, tried again. But in fact, all the way along here, it was like trying to push up through there, just nibbled a bit on the orders, I suppose, and back down a few times, and now again attempted. Now it's popped up through and reached the top of the order block. Again, just kind of depending where I draw it. That's probably a little bit inaccurate there, but really just kind of touched the top of the order block, and now it's coming back down into it. So there's definite just there's kind of market interaction, I suppose, liquidity just going on along through there. So there's that. If we go to Forex, because obviously as we were saying before, we have got some quite kind of relevant things going on this week, and also today, I think so, because obviously we've got the FOMC meeting and interest rate announcements later on. I think it works out about 6 p.m. UTC for that. So yeah, so a bit later than usual though. But didn't the inflation rate come in low, or was it high? Sorry, yeah. I can't remember which way we're on. Yeah, I think fairly sure it did. I'll just check that. Just one sec. US inflation rate today, 2.7%. So the current US inflation rate is 2.7% for the 12-month period ending December 25, according to the very latest, shiniest data from the blah blah blah. So core inflation was 2.6%. Is that actually, how might that affect the FOMC interest rate? So we can just kind of chatting offline with, not offline, but off screen rather, with Brave Search. A 2.7% inflation rate is likely to delay or limit further interest rate cuts by the FOMC, because it's still above the Fed's 2% target. Okay. I was hoping for something sort of the opposite to that. So that's a bit disappointing. Shame. Yeah. Okay. So probably then it will be kind of as expected later on then with the interest rate, as in like no change. Could you imagine if they pushed it up by 0.25%? Just the absolute fallout from that. Just, but yeah.
Well,
so
I'll tell you what's might be worth looking at some point if we get time. Is the DXY actually?
Oh, let's do that. Yeah,
that's quite spectacular today.
And DXY, yeah.
If you look at it on the daily, right?
Let's reset. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because so essentially, it's been weird, isn't it? That because the dollar has been absolutely just plummeting. So you'd obviously Bitcoin tends to be, or used to be, inversely correlated to that. But we're not seeing that. Wait, we're not seeing apart from like a little bit of. Bring it up here.
Oddly enough, that was something something I saw on Crypto Rover's channel this morning. He was saying that that is quite unusual. The fact that the DXY is down a lot, and Bitcoin isn't doing the opposite.
Yeah. What have we got? Why is this looking weird? Is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. Bitcoin USD longs, which itself is interesting. So it's in fact slight accidental digression there, but actually Quadzilla probably doesn't really mean much on this chart. So
no, what does that actually mean?
Well, it's the number or the amount, I suppose, of longs that are being placed on Bitfinex over time.
Oh, okay. So, just literally the amount of, or
yeah. Well, I don't know if it's probably the not as in the number of, I assume, but the actual
overall position size.
Yeah, yeah. So so that's been going steadily out. So in other words, there's a general expectation of people just waiting for this mythical relief rally to happen. So
are they actually longs that are actually in action, or is that longs that have been set?
Oh, there would be market, I would assume. Sorry, no, limit orders, I think.
Oh, that's straight from the market, from the order book sort of thing. So,
slightly generous feed from Bitfinex there, really, to provide that data. But
okay.
Or is it? I don't know. I could, unless anyone specifically knows. Let's go search. Actually, should bring this in, so I'm just not just kind of typing on my own. So view Bitfinex Bitcoin longs are these. What am I saying? Market or limit longs? Question mark. Is leverage margin long positions, not market. Okay, so actual open positions then. So the total amount of Bitcoin being held in long positions using borrowed funds on Bitfinex. So that's kind of interesting. So makes a bit more sense, because if it was just the passive limit orders, then that wouldn't really mean much of anything.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. Right.
So anyway, so in which case is this kind of trapped longs, or just kind of more showing the generally kind of increasingly positive state of the market? Maybe there's like pent up. I was going to say aggression. Well, I suppose aggressive orders. Pent up, just like number should be going up sentiment on that.
It's probably just crypto, isn't it?
just crypto.
Yeah, just his account, really. Yeah. He's probably just
He is the not so secret whale, not secret market maker.
Probably like a 1 billion long position,
Yeah. Meanwhile, the actual price of Bitcoin on the daily, it's kind of. I should just delete some of that stuff. It is pumping, to be fair. Just is it particularly correlated with not that one? Sorry, that one on the daily. Could say so.
Well, the thing is that DXY is. Last time it was at this level was March 2022. So it's down quite a bit. I don't know.
So it should mark Bitcoin's top, but not in a scary way, as in, that means we're going down. It's more, it should be you'd expect Bitcoin to be absolutely traveling, and just kind of astral traveling, and just sort of nothing can touch it, and then it kind of peaks and drops violently. But
Actually,
it's just not happening. There's that correlation just isn't there. It's weird.
I'm actually looking at a slightly different chart here. I'm looking at the. I know it might be the same, but if you go back to March 20, if you just scroll to the left a bit, have you got a retracement level? Oh, you haven't. No, you haven't got one, have you? That's weird. I'm looking on the. I don't know. I'm on the what do you call it? The
index.
It's the DXY US dollar index. It says TVC.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean?
So DXY, I've got capital.com is one I'm on.
Oh, okay.
Shall I go and find the?
Find the TVC.
So TVC is the source, I think. So,
yeah, I just kind of figured because that was the TradingView one, it might have a bit more data.
Sure.
In which case, you should see something quite nice. As in a Quadzilla retracement back from that March 2022. It's not there, is it? Is that the daily?
This is on. Yeah, this is on the daily. So March 22. I'm only bring that back even more. I'm only on 2024, mind. So probably that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
it is there, yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Change the settings a bit.
Yeah, but you make it longer.
Yeah, maybe
okay.
Double that. 900.
The reason being is those retracement lines do stop drawing after a while.
A bit more.
Doesn't mean they're irrelevant, but
no. In fact, even after they kind of close in a proper way, that should do it. No, they still like that particular level remains very relevant. They still do want a bit more.
I think 9999 is the maximum, isn't it?
I upped it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Didn't tell us.
I seem you just know somehow.
Okay.
I can't remember what I set it to, like the maximum, but I just figured like I was always kind of doing this sort of thing, and then thinking like, well, I want to set that to a bigger number, but it's just some arbitrary ceiling, it's just not letting me sort of up it by quite a bit. So
yeah, because that's rather good, isn't it? As a retracement level.
So it's there's also these down there, even better. Okay. Now we're talking. So,
yeah, but that's getting into dangerous territory if it goes down there, though, isn't it?
Oh, as in
the collapse of the US,
end of civilization, and so on. Yeah. The barbarians are at the gates, and so on. So,
but it does mean that President Trump will be able to, cut his interest rates, doesn't it? If the dollar's worth nothing.
That's true. Yeah. But what happened to that one though? Because that's it completed. If that's what you mean, because generally that was because we had the up, then the down, and now it's doing the up. So that could mean it's bouncing, that it's going to head on up.
There is that.
Close it that one. So that's actually got me a bit scared.
Okay.
However,
go on.
If it does come down to there, then these are still there as price magnets, I suppose. Assuming this, I suppose, this would operate in a similar sort of way to just a traditional market, wouldn't it? Because still, if there's Forex, that's just kind of having an effect on this, just kind of not in a direct way. So probable price magnets down. Ought to pull the dollar down a bit further. So,
which is Oh, that's like yeah, that's getting into sort of yeah, that's getting into sort of pandemic territory, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, it's true. I was looking for. Actually, maybe just bring it. Is it USD UR? CMC tends to be my go-to for some reason. So I wanted to kind of check on this. So the dollar has similarly been like crashing against the euro, which is, I mean, obviously it's recovering today, but yeah, maybe so that actually stands to reason, doesn't it? Given if the DXY was generally crashing, it's not going to look good against the euro at the time.
Yeah, correct.
So, yeah. But this is kind of suggesting with the retracement channels in here that yeah, that's kind of suggesting that there could be a snappish recovery from that and just come up, which we don't. I mean, as Bitcoin traders, we don't necessarily kind of want to see that.
Yeah.
Obviously, whatever happens. You just trade the charts, you know. What's interesting here is that these levels were respected by that. So we had the retracement level there, the bullish one, that's kind of saying, oh, the price is going to come down to here. Phew, doink, pretty much exactly. And then exactly what we were talking about just now, that level then continued to be very relevant just all the way along. Kind of that. So kind of touched it again, broke down, became kind of resistance, broke above, came down, touched it again, bounced, and, you know, same. And then finally just plopped on down through it. Meanwhile, up here, this bearish retracement level has created like kind of like the corollary. Like, so we've got a price magnet up here, price magnet down here, and the 50% level between the two is there. So similar sort of thing. While the while the euro price against the dollar was kind of down here, it kind of pushed up through. Is that the right way around? Anyway, kind of pushed up through. I suppose it's the dollar trying to be strong, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, pushed it through. Started a new retracement level there, right at the peak, at the pivot point, but then kind of rejected down and stayed in that kind of discount zone. So yeah, kind of interesting. So overall, these retracement channels and so on just give you a pretty good kind of broader view of the overall market strength, really. And in this case, you could kind of see that because it didn't really get up to this above the 50% line, up into the premium zone, it rejected off that. Therefore, we're looking at weakness, and it obviously didn't even get close then to kind of coming back and testing that level again. Yeah, so that's that. What else we got today? So sentiment for Bitcoin is, well, for crypto, still in the fear zone. News at 10, water is wet. But should we just zip back to Bitcoin? Yeah, it's hard to get a convincing relief rally going with Bitcoin, isn't it? If everyone's just like running around scared, so there's such a lot of like trepidation around it. So it's a bit chicken and the egg, isn't it? Just
well, I think it's all the limelight's been stolen by gold and silver at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Which are just both going nuts,
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say talking of, but should have a quick look at copper. That isn't copper. Oh, I was looking for a copper-backed crypto coin. I don't know if that's actually it, but we could just bring up normal copper, I guess, proper copper. So, is it XCU?
XCU is the one I look at because everyone else seems to.
Yeah. Okay. That one then. I guess we've been here before, haven't we? Like, so copper is on the daily, peaked for now, but now it's kind of ranging as it's marked out a channel that it's in, and even within that channel, it's kind of oscillating a bit around that the 50% zone. So it's a bit undecided, although we kind of know it's going to go up. It's just wow, what's is that, July 25? That's pretty huge. So a lot of what copper's been doing recently then has just been rebuilding after that crash. So it's a very positive chart. It's a buoyant chart, isn't it? But it doesn't have the same sort of just absolutely stratospheric kind of just up is the only way is up, kind of pattern of like gold and silver.
Yeah.
So
if you say that, you'll get Scotty singing again.
It's true. What have I done? So, I mean, look at that though, because that's just the difference between the two charts. I think I ended up looking at copper on the weekly just to try and get that. I mean, it is kind of up and up and up since since July, but as I say, that it's been recovering, not just like surging in that kind of strong sense. Whereas gold has just been, actually, was that I'll switch that to weekly as well, just for comparing like with like. That didn't have the same crash effect that copper had. Be intrigued to know what actually caused that in copper, because it wasn't just metals in general, or kind of risk-off assets in general. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So that's gold. I guess we talked about those. There's regulation updates, aren't there? So the SEC and CFTC are going to hold a joint public meeting on January 20th. Is that tomorrow, January 29th?
Yeah.
About the US financial leadership in the crypto age.
Oh.
God, how many weeks did it take them to come up with that title? So, the US financial leadership in the crypto age, regulatory coordination. That's not an organic title at all. That's had probably several teams of marketing bods just kind of poring over that. So, signalling a push towards harmonized US crypto oversight, which makes sense, because so we don't get different departments just pulling in different directions. So yeah, they get some consistency. So Project Crypto from the SEC chair, Mr. Paul Atkins. Excuse me. They're obviously pushing for a just more innovation-friendly stance still, and so that's nice. I think did the Clarity Act actually pass? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm partly not interested, and partly I don't know. I'm ignorant.
Ignorant.
Ignorant. I don't know what we're talking about.
Scotty usually knows, doesn't he? That he's currently yeah, baby, pass me the mic. Yeah. Oh, no, I've broken Scotty. So Space Cutty, water is wet. Yes. Thank you. I agree. Mining stock ton is Papa Popping. Okay. And then there are further song lyrics in the chat above that, so we skip that. Obviously, previous cycles, Bitcoin is pumped with. Yeah, exactly. It's just that This time is different, but in all the wrong bloody ways.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, gold's pumping. So I suppose that's it, isn't it? Really, it's like the dollar goes down, so you look for something that's going to hold its value. So in the past, that's been Bitcoin, but at the moment it's like silver and gold. So yeah, you can see how it would work.
Yeah. I mean, is this? Are we typifying crypto live streams at the moment in the sense that it's a bunch of crypto nerds gathered around the gold chart and lamenting, so it's really unfair. But I hope not.
Oddly enough, I was contemplating a similar thought myself actually this morning. I was thinking like, what is it I'm actually into? Because when I started doing all this crypto stuff, I had people like my brother-in-law, who's the HSBC banker guy. He was saying, well, it's all going to go to zero, all this sort of thing. And I thought, okay, well then I'm just dealing in a risky asset. And then what happens over the years, you start doing like trading and stuff, and then you become more interested in trading than the actual thing itself, because you're interested in just making money however you can, not necessarily being a Bitcoin maxi, although I am probably a Bitcoin maxi. But then, I was thinking, well, what am I actually into then? And I thought, well, it is actually, I'm probably more into trading than actual crypto itself, aren't I? But at the same time, I see the whole crypto thing as a step in, like a technological step that, and it is very new technology, so that's why I'm into it. So it's quite interesting how my opinion about it's changed a lot over the last like 4 years, really.
I definitely got into it probably similar sort of timescale, just that feeling that it was something that was a bit sort of alt, and a little bit kind of sticking it to the system or whatever, but not in a revolutionary sense, but just in a sort of feeling kind of cool about it. It's the rapture of the nerds, and that sort of thing. But I mean, I'm not saying that was the entire thing, but there's a definite element of that, I think.
Bearing that in mind, can we look at different charts? That gold one's a bit depressing, really. I haven't got
it is a bit, yeah. But I think you're absolutely right there. There you go.
That's more like our charts.
Yeah, it's true. At least there's some balance, isn't there? Just like look at that. So that's on the daily.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous, is it?
No.
Oh God.
So
I was going to talk to my daughter a second.
Sure. So meanwhile, the Scotty just checked. So the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, the Damn Clarity Act 2025, blah 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 blah, not fully passed yet. Still working way through Congress as of late. And then January 26th is what?
Sorry, you still there?
Yeah. I was just checking this. So I think Scotty was just saying that the gold is hard. So I agree.
Indeed, it is. That was quite handy actually. Rather than my daughter ringing me up and saying, "Can you come and get me?" she said, "I'm at the front door. Can you let me in?"
Ooh, okay. So a bit of initiative there.
Yeah.
So found her own way home.
Yeah. I should have said, "Don't bother me. I'm on the stream."
It's the thing about I was going to say kids, but she's probably fairly grown up. But leaving the house without a front door key.
I don't do that.
What? No, wouldn't be able to get back in. But yeah, it's. But I mean, what do they do if they get back and no one's home? Just go. Oh, great! Straight down to the pub then, or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so 1 o'clock. Are we pretty much done? I think.
Yeah, I need to go soon, Lee.
Okay. So, in which case, let me just bring. Oh, where did I go? So lost the window. Just one sec.
You're still there. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Oh, way. No, wait. So, I was just going to very quickly mention. Well, this obviously, Maftopia. So, and anyone watching who hasn't yet subscribed to this on YouTube, you're really missing out. So we do like regular, like daily science and technology news updates and things, and reactions and so on. And it's kind of fun. So when I say daily, there's a short every day, and also a more like a full length video that's like once or twice a week at the moment. And in fact, one just went out yesterday afternoon.
I did actually start watching it this morning actually, and I was kind of noted the bit where you were talking about that like primary school kids don't know how to use books, and they get hold of a book and try and swipe it, sort of thing. And I was thinking, I actually know like adults who if I show them something on my laptop and I said like, and I say, have a look at this, and they'll sort of look at it and then get their fingers on the screen and try to expand it, thinking it's a touch screen or something like that. And, at which point I'm like, get your fingers off my laptop,
thanks for the fingerprints. Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks for the grease.
So I was actually thinking that, everything's become so phone centric, hasn't it? That sort of people don't even know how to use computers.
It's true. Yeah, for sure. One thing I would say, if you're starting to watch one of these videos, if you pause it, do just let it run, let it play out to the end, maybe memorize the timestamp where you were, because YouTube, the algorithm definitely notices that sort of thing. If someone stops watching it, because they're not engaging the audience very much, are they? So.
Well, I kind of was watching it, and it was I was driving at the time, and then when I got out of my car, it stopped. And what will happen is when I jump into my car in a minute, it will start playing from that point where I left off. So I don't know if it counts that as being like, oh, he obviously just disappeared for an hour and then came back. Don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, maybe it kind of knows that you haven't like clicked away or closed the window or whatever. So don't know. Anyway, so. Do I bring this? Oh, actually, no, I won't, because that's going to dox a bunch of things, probably. But yeah, do check that out. And while you're there, please do subscribe. I haven't got nearly enough subscribers yet, but it's a new channel, so it's getting there. And I guess just to round off, quick reminder of Quadzilla. I guess. Well, we talked about this quite a lot, didn't we? Pretty much every chart we've looked at has featured Quadzilla on there, and so it definitely gives you a trading edge. It'll level up your trading because it has things like the retracement patterns, which have a 90% plus success rate, and you can check that out with the built-in stats as well.
Yeah.
And you also get access to the trading Discord. And just a whole bunch of good things, really. So you can, because it's so cheap, you can just kind of try it out for a month, see if you like it or not.
Yeah, I tell you what, I mean, we are struggling to get people to sign up. So look, this is how you get to Discord, right? Go to sabercrypto.org/Discord, right, and go there, and that gives you sort of like limited access. When you get in there, you'll see me and Maff. Just DM us and say, we were watching your live stream earlier on, and we'd like to be in the full Discord, and then we'll put you in the full Discord, then we can have a chat about it, and you can see what other people are doing with it, and that might help you decide if you want Quadzilla or not, and you do.
You'll also see charts in there that have Quadzilla running on it, so we can have discussions around that, and what does this mean, what does that mean. Which reminds me, there's if you go, so similarly, if you go to any of those pages, really, you'll find a link to this Medium article, which is just it's a tutorial So it's like all of the Quadzilla stuff. This is one of those like rare snapshots where every Quadzilla feature showed up on on the one chart, which is quite astonishing. But in fact, this is slightly out of date now. I have to find another one simply because there are new features since this was done. So yeah, just all the way through that, it just gives you instructions. You can see exactly how it all works, what it gives you, and so on and so on. Just like, you know, big long page. So that's that really. Probably ought to stop.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for everyone coming along. Yeah, sorry, I've got to rush off, but I have. See you all soon. I'll be back tomorrow, same time and all that, and we can do all that. And any questions, ask it in the Discord, and do look at the Bitunix link in the description as well, because that campaign only runs until the 30th, which is Friday, isn't it? Until Friday.
Yes.
So you can do what Florin did, where he deposited 1,000, did a trade, so he's qualified to get $500 next week for free. All right. So there you go. Take care, everyone.
Amazing.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.